Good morning, children. So, today we'll start a new chapter which is geometry. Okay, in geometry, we will read out the different shapes. Okay, we'll study about the different shapes, the 3D shapes, okay, which we have all around us. For example, here you can see so many things are there, right? Box, orange, cone, candle, football, box, this cube, can, balloon, cap, isn't it? So they have particular type of shape. So today we are going to read out this shape. Okay, so before that we will read out what are the different types of shapes are there. Okay, so here in page 120 we can see so many shapes are there. Some are, which is first one is cube, then second one is cuboid, sphere, cylinder, cone. Okay, for example, here you see in the first page this ice cream. How does it look like? It's look like a cone, isn't it? So if we'll see this type of shape things, we'll address it as a circle. We'll address it as a cone, right? Ice cream, it looks like cone. This dice, it looks like cube. Okay, so these are the shapes. So today we will read out first the shapes, the different shapes of this you can say these items. Okay, different types of shapes of this item. So first one is cube. How does cube look like? This is cylinder and this is called cube. Okay, so in cube it has corners, okay, edges and faces, and in cylinder it has curved surface. This one is face and this is called edge. Okay, so in cube has how many equal flat faces? How many equal flat faces? It has 6 equal flat faces. This side, this side, this side, this side, this, and the opposite one. It has 6 faces. Okay, how many edges? 12 edges. Okay, and how many corners? Corners, it will be this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. 8 corners are there. Okay, so now we can imagine if we'll see this type of object, if we'll see any object which look like this, then it will be what? It look like what? Cube. We'll call it a cube. Okay, here we'll find out what are the objects that look like this cube. Like this one, dice look like cube, box look like cube, isn't it? And this cube, it looks like a cube. Okay, because it has how many faces? A cube has how many faces? 6 equal flat faces, 12 edges, and 8 corners. Have you understood now? So if you see this type of objects, then it will be a cube object. Okay, we'll consider it as a cube object. Of course, it has a different name. For example, like this is box. It looks like cube, but what do we call it? We call it a cube. Box. Now this is a dice. It looks like a cube, but we call it as a dice. But as a whole, when we compare, then it is a cube object. We can address like this. Okay. So moving on to the next number. This is cuboid. Cuboid. Okay, now what is a cuboid? A cuboid has how many flat faces? six flat faces. Again, it looks like this, but it is little bit flat. It is square, except all sides are equal, flats are equal, but it is a bit flat. It looks like a book, isn't it? So it has how many flat faces? It has also six flat faces. How many edges? How many edges are there? 12 edges are there. Okay. Similar to this, how many corners? 8 corners are there. Okay. But its opposite faces are equal. For example, here it is written that opposite faces of this cuboid are equal. For example, this face and this face equal. This face and this face is equal. Okay. So a cuboid opposite sides are equal. Opposite faces are equal. In cube, all flat faces are equal. But in cuboid, opposite faces are equal. Understood? Now we'll see what are the objects it look like a cuboid. In first book look like a cuboid, right? This space, this space, this space, this space, opposite sides are equal. It's look like a cuboid. Okay. Again, this brick, it's look like a cuboid, isn't it? And this briefcase, it is also look like a cuboid. So these are the items which looks like a cuboid. It has its own names, but it looks like a, what are its shapes? Its shapes are look like a cuboid. Understood? Now moving on to next, sphere. Sphere. A sphere is only one face having curved surface without edges and corner. Spheres, in simple language, what we call, if you'll see this, we'll call it a circle, isn't it? Okay. So, but in general, it is a sphere. I think you have football in your home or balls, isn't it? So how does it look like? It has a face, only one face. All it looks like alike, right? It has only one face. So there is no corner in the football. There is no edges in the football. So this is called sphere. Here you see football. See, everywhere it is, it look like the same, isn't it? And it is square, circle. It's look like a circle, so it is a sphere. Again, this orange, it has only one face. There is no corner, there is no edge. Balloons, these are all sphere. Understood? Moving on to cylinder. Now we'll go to the cylinder. The upper part of the cylinder is called plane surface, and these sides are called edges. The lower part is plane surface, and this part is called curved surface. Okay. A cylinder has how many faces? Three faces. Okay. Upper, lower, and in middle. Plane surface, upper and lower, and this curved surface. And it has how many faces? It has three faces. Two of them are plane and one curves. It has three faces, you see. Two of them are plane. Okay. Two of them are plane and one is curved. Okay. It has two edges and no corners. It has two edges. The upper edge, and the lower edge. But it has no corner. There is no corner in cylinder. Okay. Now we'll find out the objects. What are the objects that it looks like a cylinder? Here you can see what are the things that looks like a cylinder. Bucket, you can see. Yeah. It has a plane surface, and then it's look like a cylinder. Isn't it? Curved shaped is there. Okay. Now this candle is also look like a cylinder, right? Upper surface, lower surface, and this one is curved surface. Again, this Coca-Cola can, upper, lower, and this curved surface. So these things which look like a cylinder, these are the items which look like cylinder, isn't it? Now moving on to cone. Okay, so cone is, you can see it look a cap, birthday cap or something like that. So how many corners? A cone has how many faces? This is curved surface, this is plain surface, these are edge and corner. Okay. Now a cone has how many faces? Two faces. One face is plain and the other faces is curved. One place is plain and the other face is curved. Okay, it has one edge and one corner. Now there is only one corner at the top, right, and one edge at the bottom, right? Corner is also called vertex. The corner of a cone is also called vertex. Understood? So how many faces are there in cone? Two faces, one edge and one corner. I hope you all understood. Now we can find out the objects which looks like a cone. The very first thing I can see, this ice cream, it looks like a cone. And this birthday cap, it also look like a cone. And this tent, it look like a cone, isn't it? So these are the items which look like a cone. It looks like what? Cuboid. Now orange looks like sphere. So I think now you can easily write it down. What are the names? List the object under which the shapes belongs to. So this is done. Moving on to, this is also very easy. Explore the, now trace. Let us trace the solid object to find the given flat shape. So now you see, how does it look like? It looks like cuboid, isn't it? It looks like sphere. And it looks like a cube. Got it? Again, here also, how does it look like? There are three shapes are given and you have to check that this object, how does it look like among these three shapes? It looks like a cone. Got it? And now this one, number 2, books like this, looks like this, and this clock, it looks like a cube, and this one is look like a cylinder. But here there is no shape called cylinder. There is no shape which looks like a cylinder. Here it is given cuboid and sphere and triangle, so we cannot give it here. Okay, so if we'll make it band, so we can consider it as a cuboid. Understood? Now next you can see you have to write the names of these shapes. And the names of this shape is what? Cube. For example, here it is written, it look like a triangle, triangle, square, square, circle, circle, rectangle, rectangle. Okay. So now first one is cube. It looks like square, isn't it? So it has how many? Square has how many sides and corner? It has 4 sides and 4 corner. But cube has 4 faces, 8 corners and 12 edges. Okay. Now again, sphere. Circle. Circle has no sides, no corner. Now sphere. Sphere has 1 face, no corner, no edges. Next, cylinder. Cylinder has how many faces? 3 faces, no corner and 2 edges. This cuboid. Cuboid has 6 faces, 8 corner and 12 edges. The last one is cone. Cone has 2 face, 1 corner and 1 edge. These things you have to write it down. Name the shape, each plane shape, and find out the sides and corner. Here I have written triangle, right? But actually it is not triangle. What does it call? It is a cone. C-O-N-E. Cone. And this one is what? Cuboid. C-U-B-O-I-D. Cuboid. This one is cube. C-U-B E, cube. And this one is sphere, S-P-H-E-R-E, isn't it? But I have given the simple names, these names. You have to write the real names, okay? So, and after writing this, you have to write the sides and corner of these shapes, okay? So, this is it. This much for today. We'll continue this in the next class, okay? So after watching this video, you have to note down, you can note it down, or after getting the copy also you can note it down in your book or copy, okay? Thank you.